your eyes for a minute, close your eyes for a second.
Hell had no fury like an angel evicted. Okay, guys, I should not laugh, but it's made for quite the comic relief, y'all. Now, this particular episode would have actually been the grand introduction of Timu to the group, but it was quickly overshadowed by Angel's eviction drama. Now we're going to get into the breaking news or the tidbits surrounding this particular eviction, or as she calls it, should I say a mistake on her part? Who knows? Let's get into the nitty-gritty. But first, thank you so much for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for watching my videos. And if you're yet to subscribe, please go on and subscribe. Share this channel with your friends. Hit the notification button, and most importantly, I would like you to like as well as comment when you can. And for those who have stayed on, thank you. Now let's get into the business of. So episode 11 opened with Tia hosting the ladies for a polo type event, and on the way to this particular event, there was a few conversations surrounding Tia getting kicked out from Stacy event. Obviously, Tia decided then to disinvite Stacy from her polo event. Now, all is fair in love and friendship war. So it was quite understandably so that Stacy was going to get disinvited. But then Ashley kicked up a notch by saying to Jazzy that Stacy wasn't about to attend her wedding either, that she was thinking, or she thought Jazzy wasn't going to be a part of the show, and so didn't see the need to attend Jazzy's wedding. Now Jazzy felt like she needs more evidence to be able to believe that Stacy isn't who she thinks Stacy is. Rather, she wants to get all of this information and truth by herself. She did corner Ashley again whilst the event of the polo match was ongoing, to get a little bit more clarification as to why she felt Stacy wasn't going to be an attendant at her wedding. Now, we don't know all of the specifics, but we did hear Stacy hesitating a bit that she was actually attending Jazzy's wedding. She did then confirm when the other girls saying that they were going to attend, because apparently there was a clash between two events on that Jazzy's wedding day. So again, we don't know the truth. Now, we do know Stacy is an embellisher. She embellishes a lot, and so it's quite hard to take her side. Now, it was in this particular conversation that they also brought in Angel's constantly insisting that the girls are, there is this lack of getting to know her, and she felt she would eventually get there. She'll go around, have one-on-one chats, including with Wendy. Wendy was very nonchalant, not even quite disinterested with the fact that she suggested she was going to be having a one-on-one with her. Now, this particular polo match ended, and so we thought, but 18 hours after the fact, we saw Angel packing. Literally, she was moving houses. Now, Angel and her webs of lies, she said they actually decided to do a rental, not Airbnb or short-term lease, because they were trying in the process to buy a house whilst in their short-term rental. However, the text message from the homeowner actually suggested that her short-term lease was up and she has given the apartment to someone else, and so she needed to leave by a certain date. Now, this is in conflict. The stories between Angel, from what we read, was a little bit conflicting, because Angel felt otherwise as to what the homeowner said. But whilst we're trying to navigate this particular shocking turn of event, Kiana and Tia came over, and in fact we got even more a clearer picture of exactly what is happening. We did see Bobby, who looked a little bit frustrated. I think Bobby is just over the wife's lies. I just think Bobby is over Angel's lying ass. He's like, I cannot keep up with this woman's lies. I just can't wait to go back to Colorado, my home base, my home, where I have a house to sit in my own furniture and use my own bathroom. Bobby was over this, and no surprise. And that's the thing, when you start web lying, painting a picture on a realistic view of yourself, it is hard to keep up. And that just then makes it even more fun when the ladies actually called her catfish. Her personality has been catfish. Her lifestyle is catfish. Her looks, another story. So, Angel, we are here to uncover who you really are. Now, whilst Tia left Angel with the help of trying to put her toys and her clothes together, because obviously the house getting fully furnished, there wasn't really much to take out. A phone call from Giselle came in and we could see Tia. I'm not sure. And seriously, bless this girl's brain. She just takes everyone's story hook, line, and sinker. She feels everyone's, coming with facts and she just believes them. Like, I don't know, is Tia trying to just pretend that she doesn't, think or analyze? She just believes everyone like for their truth. And Giselle actually like, girl, the story isn't storying, okay? There is something amiss. Apparently, she came in just for the show, and the length of time she thought the show was going to be filming for obviously exceeded her rental lease agreement. And so now she has nowhere else to go but to go back to Colorado. Now, Giselle clocked it. Tia was still like, no, I don't think so. I really believe. I'm like, Tia, bless your socks. No, it's not the case. Just take it for what it is. Chick came to film, didn't book the actual length of time, or she was trying to save money, and now kind of caught up with her. That's exactly what it is. Now, whilst we're still trying to navigate Angel's accommodation issues, we did see Stacy have a sit down with Kiana where they tried to bury the hatch knot. Stacy, the first introduction was with Kiana where you guys stayed in the same room when you guys went on vacation. Now, we would think during that particular night stay, you would have gotten a little bit more information about the person you're going to be sharing the room with, but clearly not. You're definitely not interested because whilst they were ordering, it's clear as day. I even know Kiana is allergic to cheese. Well, Stacy, who is her friend for I'm not sure how long now, has no clue and kept trying to order food that contained Kiana's allergy. I guess she probably had some EpiPen nearby to assist, just to be a hero for the day. Who knows? But the conversation sort of, they came to a kumbaya where it was agreed. There was an agreement to disagree. Clearly, these girls are not going to see eye to eye. They just want to coexist on the sake of filming and just being professional. So we see that. And I am happy for where they are at in their relationship. And we move on from this to Giselle, Wendy, and Ashley having a sit down, obviously to gossip a little bit more about Angel's accommodation woes. Very clearly, Wendy had some more information or speculation of the fact that Angel is trying to live above her means, but the irony of that, Wendy, we're not going to judge. We are not going to judge. But in this particular sit down, they are going to be having a family's fun day where they're going to bring food and just celebrate. This was probably where we're going to be introducing Timo to the group for the first time. But like I said, it was overshadowed by Angel's eviction notice. Now, on this particular day, Timu came with Stacy and a potato salad, which looked nothing like, but we're gonna give Stacy credit. She did bring something. And it was during this particular gathering that a phone call was made because Angel and her partner were running late. Now, this is the irony because I remember Angel mocking the other ladies for not living around Potomac or living in the outskirts of Potomac while she was living in the heartbeat of Potomac, not knowing that her lease was up. And now she's probably having to travel miles in the outskirts of Potomac just to get to the gathering of these ladies. The irony of this. And here she was still trying to call shade. I don't know. Angel, like, this lady lies so much that she's now living in her lies. Like, she is rightly living in her lies. But anyways, trust Ashley to stir the pot by bringing in catfish. Catfish. I guess it was again to take a dig at Angel's web of lies. Okay. Now, when introduction was made, you could see that Angel was livid. She was so livid, trying to compare her own event where she spent 10 grand. Now, Angel, stop it. You did not spend 10 grand for your event where you invited a lady to your rental place. Stop it. Stop lying. Now, like I did say, Angel and Bobby were running late. Now, when a call was put through to find out where they were, Bobby was obviously very irritated. Now, I saw that irritation from the moving day. So you can clearly see he is upset at his wife for embarrassing him in front of national television. And you know what? Angel needs to take accountability. Save Bobby's face, okay? You are the problem here. Don't try to rope your husband into your mess, and that's why Bobby is frustrated. I don't see him as a violent person, or I see he's none of that. He's such a gentleman, but the problem is his wife just puts him in all this messy situation that it gets him frustrated, and he's not able to express himself. Hence the reason it came out that way. But anyways, this particular event was about to get to the point where we'll be getting more content, but this is where it ended because, as you know, the catfish comment came in right at the end. And this is probably going to talk about it in the next episode, episode 12. So we will see how this particular get-together family shindig ends. And honestly, guys, like I said, I am not sure how Angel is going to spin her web out of this particular situation that she's in, but she's clearly obviously going back to Colorado, and we'll see how this pans out for her in the future or future episode. Like I did say, I just hope this is a one-time appearance for her. She is not a member of this show. She has really nothing to bring to the table. She's struggling for storyline, quite frankly, and we don't need her anymore. Like, seriously, we'll lose her. We're not going to feel the pinch. We're not going to feel there's no vacuum to be filled in that regards. Well, yes, Timo made an appearance, and the ladies were quite shocked to say, that Timo was coming into the lion's den. You could see how nervous he was. Wendy's husband did go to, exchange pleasantries with him, as well as Wendy as well. So the other ladies did introduce their kids to him. But again, I think Stacey saw what was going to happen. Like, there was already a lot of conversation surrounding Angel's eviction. So it was a safe space and a safe time for her to introduce Timo to the girls group. So smart one, Stace. You have done yourself here. But that's it, guys. I cannot wait to hear or share your thoughts in the comment section so that I hear your feedback as to what you think about episode 11. Until next time, thank you. You are deserving as always. Bye.